Hello, my name is Natalia, and this is the first time that I'm doing this kind of thing, but I wanted to do it for a really long time. I feel for a while now, maybe some of you felt this way. You're just kind of stuck in life, and you kind of feel like you're just going through the motions, and you don't really know where to go from here, basically. You feel like you've lost a sense of purpose, like life has lost its meaning, and you just kind of feel like you're floating in space. At least that's how I feel. And every day just seems to meld into the next. Now, for myself, I have bipolar 1 disorder, and that doesn't help to contribute towards the way that I feel. The ups and downs with the disorder make it difficult to stabilize my mood. So unfortunately, because of this, I can't have a regular 9-to-5 job. I live with my parents. I'm in my 30s, and I'm just struggling to find my place in the world. I don't know if any of you can relate to that, but I just figured, you know what? I know that YouTube is incredibly saturated, and I'm not looking to be a YouTube star, as they say. That's not what my goal is in life. But I just figured maybe I could find a little niche in the corner of this vast platform and find like-minded people, empathetic people, kind-hearted people that perhaps feel similarly, and maybe we can navigate this crazy journey that is life together, and maybe try to find not necessarily a solution, because in the world we live in today, there isn't one, but just try to live each day at a time that will bring us a semblance of peace and calm in our hearts, so that we can just be somewhat joyful, joyful for the present time. Because personally, I don't believe, this is going to sound negative, and I don't mean it to be, but I do feel that many people feel this way. I just don't feel that in the world we live in today, that true happiness exists. I believe that we can cultivate joy, like I mentioned, and that's actually a topic that I'd like to delve into a little bit deeper, maybe in its own separate video. But the way just things are going on, and individually, I think everybody is dealing and coping with their own personal challenges. I don't think there's one person who doesn't have a personal struggle, whether it's produced by external factors or whether it's produced by something internally. And I think we're just all trying to survive and just trying to get through life as best as we can. And perhaps, collectively, for those who are sincere-hearted, we can kind of figure it out together. It's not going to be perfect. I mean, I know myself, I can be a messy person, and especially with my illness, all the more so. So I don't expect to get it right all the time, so please do not take any advice or any suggestions that I may have down the road as canon, because I am not a medical practitioner or a mental health professional at all. But I can only go by the experiences that I've gone through and try to implement things in my life that I know have helped me in the past and that are currently helping me now. But if anybody has any suggestions in terms of what has helped them cope with challenges and what has helped them feel encouraged on the daily, please feel free to comment below. Or if it's something personal, feel free to write at yourweeklyboost@gmail.com. Everything will be kept confidential, But if you'd like me to share your experience here on the channel, let me know, and I can change names and not give out details so that you won't be doxxed. And the thing is, I would like to really build a community here where everyone feels included, seen, and heard. But I think the key is that while we're listening to each other's experiences and strategies that have helped people, cope better, and things that they've applied in their lives, if we don't try to apply those strategies in our lives, if they resonate with us, then the whole thing is going to be moot. Or as Joy from Friends says, it's moo. We're not gonna receive the benefits from it. My goal is that this channel help improve all of us as people, little by little. Like we all know the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. I know, as cliche as that is, but it wasn't. And having a more positive perspective of ourselves and our circumstances is going to be a process. It's gonna take time. For me personally, I'm here to just really try to push past this blockade in my life and try to feel that sense of meaning again. I think one of the only times that I felt real true meaning was when I was in high school. I studied art after high school, but when I was making my portfolio for art university, the cylinders were just all firing because I just felt so inspired. I had so many ideas just floating around that I wanted to make a reality. And I still have a lot of ideas. But it's just that lack of motivation, that lack of drive. My issue is self-sabotage. I'll start something, and then just when I'm almost finished, I'll stop. And there's a part of me in my subconscious or whatever that is just afraid of completing it and putting it out there for whatever reason. Maybe because of what it could be, or how it could be perceived by others. Because, as we all know, the internet can be a really gross place. And it can be a really mean place, negative place. We've all seen it. And maybe we've even been a part of it when we haven't been feeling our best, as a way to channel our own intrusive thoughts or negative emotions. And like I mentioned before, we're not perfect. We make mistakes. But I'm hoping that this channel, or whatever it is, I don't know what it's gonna be, can be encouraging and uplifting for those who are trying to find a meaning and a purpose in their life. So, like I mentioned before, if you have any suggestions of things that have helped you in the past, then maybe in other videos we can discuss them. I'm also looking forward to doing research from reputable sources on themes that revolve around mental health and sociology, as those are two of my favorite passions. Hopefully they'll uplift and boost all of us in some way. See what I did there? Sorry, I have really cheesy humor. And hopefully that can be of some help to those who choose to tune in. Well, thank you for those of you that have made it this far and for listening. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care and stay well as best as you can. Bye for now.